I wanted to make this video in the hopes that it could help somebody, like the person I used to be. When I was a lot younger, I used to be really, really negative. Now, of course, I would paint it as being a realist. And two things can be true at once, so I was. I think the way I parsed it out in my brain back then was I was just identifying problems with whatever particular subject was brought up, whether it be hanging out with my friends and going to do something, wherever I was just like, problem. And that you do need to identify the problems, because if you don't, you're going to be in for a lot of pain in life. But there's a way to do it. And just blurting out problems as you identify them doesn't really help. Again, I know this is simplistic, but I think a lot of things seem simplistic after you hear them. It's kind of weird. Like, I hear things that I'm like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm like, man, why didn't I think of that before? Like, especially now that I'm watching videos from Rex and Saw's survival and weapons. I'm so sorry, dude, I forgot. Oh, I'm a moron. I should be executed at dawn. But SAWS is the acronym. And it is an acronym. If you know the difference, give a thumbs up. I can't believe I just asked for a thumbs up. I should be slapped. Man, what is going on right now? My brain. Anyway. I swear I'm not on drugs. Well, not those kind of drugs. Anyway, back to being the negative guy. The better way to do it is identifying problems and also identifying solutions to fix those problems. Winnie Pooh. Oh, really sad news. Really, truly sad news. Winnie, come here. Come on, you chicken. Come here. I have to introduce you to, and she won't probably be in any videos because she's a chicken. Oh, look, she matches the camo. I think she's going to be the new Tactical Cat, because old Tactical Cat died last week. His name was Inky, and he was like 22 years old. And he died right in front of me. He was quick. He didn't suffer like my other couple animals did. And it still sucks because it was my mom's cat, and she died. And then my dad, I took him. So it was the last living thing I had in connection with my mom. So, now all of a sudden you're getting your happy camper because you're getting pet. Meow, meow, meow. So, yeah, the new Tactical Cat. But Inky used to like lying around, and the second I turned on the camera, he would come and just sit there. So this one, you look sideways and she runs away. She's a lot younger though, so I guess my point is, don't be counting on seeing Tactical Cat anymore, especially Inky, but her, I don't know. Wow, this video is just all over the place. Hopefully it's entertaining at least. Anyway, bring me solutions with your problems, not just the problems, is what I'm getting at. And the next, I guess the next step is you have to be self-aware. You have to continually go, what am I doing wrong? Why do people not want to hang around with me? Why do I find myself constantly broke and living paycheck to paycheck? Why am I fat and out of shape? Why am I getting passed over for, raises at work? It might not just be that, just because the guy plays golf with the boss on the weekend, that's why, or just because the girl, the boss overnight. Might not just be that. It might be something to do with you. And this was very hard because we have egos. And I'll admit it, especially for me, because I was like, oh, it can't be me. It's everybody else. No, it's almost always universally you, or in my case, me. And I've found, again, all I can do is offer you ways that I did it. I'm not a professional. Well, I am a professional, but I'm a professional asshole. My dad's friend used to tell me that, and I just thought of that. So what I would do, one of the things I did is I went to one of my friends who I kind of had an issue with, pretty big one. And in all sincerity, now one, you've got to kind of trust this person not to be a narcissist or have other issues. You got to kind of, even if you had an issue with them, kind of trust that they're going to be straight with you. I asked for an honest assessment of how I acted during the time that our issue was going on. And, at first they're probably not going to want to do that. So you have to be very truthful that you really want it. And you have to, as a follow-up, you have to make sure you're not going to be a douchebag in response and go, blah, blah, and and you have to honestly assess if.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I'll kill you.
What?
And,
I need the address.
Oh, I'm almost done. So you have to really take that information and really tell the person to make it as detailed as they can. That way you can sift through that data and make, and a good thing is if you have a significant other, again, who you can count on for this, take that information to your significant other and say, this is what, I gotta steal this from Rex. It's too funny not to. Private Snuffy gave me this report, and ask your significant other if they can kind of corroborate the data. Once you have that, and you verified as much as you can that it's probably accurate, then you've got to identify. You probably want to identify the main takeaways, the main things that you want to change, and then you want to enumerate them from importance. What's most important that you want to change down to the list. But none of that's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, none of that's going to happen. I don't know why I've been holding the camera at an angle like that. It's weird. It's just video. Man, my brain right now. None of that's going to happen if you don't let go. Well, none of that's going to happen if you don't start repenting and pray to the Father for guidance. Right off the bat. I know a bunch of you just were like, sorry. Is what it is. I suggest you not take churchianity's view on the Lord and let that, ruin or skewer it for you. I suggest you read the book for yourself. It's quite eye-opening. It was for me. Anyway, you have to change your attitude. You have to deflate your ego. And one of the ways I did it was I did a 180. I called it the ultimate in positivity. And no matter what happened, no matter how bad it was, I always found a way to find some positives out of it. Now, how do you do it? You really can. Trust me. You got your arm chopped off? Well, hallelujah, I still have another arm. Got your leg chopped off? Great, I still have another leg. Got punched to the nose? Broke your nose? Great. I didn't get punched in the teeth and lose my teeth. Blind? Great, I can still hear. Deaf? Great, I can still see. By the way, that reminds me of a little tangent real quick. I had an issue where I lost my hearing for a couple days. And not that I want to be, I guess, forever deaf, but it was the most relaxing and anxiety-less, is that even a word? Less anxiety. It was amazing. Flabbergasting. I never would have guessed. I don't know if it's because I couldn't hear, which meant I just didn't have to deal with a-holes. Like when we went out places, I know it wasn't a tactically sound move, but my wife and my daughter have been trained pretty well to keep a lookout, and I don't know if it was because I didn't have to care because I couldn't hear anybody, and if someone was like, I was like, and the second you do that, people are like, oh, no matter how mad they get you, not that anybody got mad at me, but it was amazing. Again, not that I want to go deaf, but so anyway, you lose something, if you're single and lonely, well, you have a lot of free time. If you have a family, a loving family, then you better be down on your knees thanking Yahweh every day. And what I want you to do, this is your homework. I want you to go to YouTube and Google and search out Craig Dietz. I will spell his name in the title. And I want you to watch everything you can of that guy. He has no arms and no legs. He was born that way. And every video I've ever seen of him, he has a big smile on his face. And I'm sure he gets bummed once in a while, but who doesn't? Dude has no arms and no legs and swims like in swimming competitions with a little flipper they built for him. He went to school became a lawyer. I think he lives in a town outside of Pennsylvania, or in a town in Pennsylvania, sorry. And just watch the video. Like, it shows him trying to make his lunch for the day. He makes a sandwich and sticks it in a sandwich bag. Now I invite you to walk your ass out to the kitchen right now and try to make an effing sandwich and put it in a sandwich bag with no arms. Seriously, I tried it. I was ready to shoot myself. Dude does it every day. He does things. I'm flabbergasted. Craig Dietz. Everybody should have a Craig Dietz video lined up and ready to play and show them every morning and go, what's your excuse? Seriously. Amazing. I can't say enough about Craig Dietz. Do I know him? No. But all I'm gauging is what I've seen off the videos. And fucking A, man. Dude does life. And he has all, if anybody has all the right in the world to bitch and moan and be negative and say, I'm owed something, it's him. Man, just thinking about that dude makes me like want to kick myself in my own ass and go, get up and do something. And if it doesn't with you, then you need a major readjustment to your attitude. It should. I think I had more to talk about, but this video is already too long, and I'm sure no one's going to be able to traipse through it because I don't even know what's going on with me right now. So anyway, peace out, yo, and I would highly recommend going to Rex and Saws and Bear. I'll put their links in there. Hopefully they don't mind. Hopefully you guys don't mind, because they're going to be able to educate you on a lot more than I can. I don't know shit. In fact, the more I learn, it kind of feels like the less I want to talk, to be honest, because the more you learn, the more you realize, at least you should, that you don't know shit. It's weird how that works. Funny, when I really didn't know shit, I talked a lot more. And now the more I hear things, because you hear things and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that aspect of it. And if you have a brain, you go, I wonder how many other angles and aspects of a particular topic that I'm not thinking of or realizing. And it's probably a billion. Probably where the two sayings come in. I'm not the smartest man in the room because I know the most. I'm the smartest man in the room because I realize I don't know anything. And better to keep your mouth shut and be thought of as a fool rather than open your mouth and remove all doubt. I always used to know those sayings, but trust me, the more... anyway, yeah. I'm blabbing on. Sorry. Yeah, I know this video is a mess, but... production value! But I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just trying to help people that might have been in my position a while ago. And when you're a mess, kinda, and then you start to... For some... Yahweh, the only reason is Lord. He calls. Hopefully you have ears to hear. You should, if you don't start, you got to go, what's wrong with me? At least just look and go, what's wrong with me? What should I do? What can I change? What can I make better? Because trust me, there's a lot with everybody. So, hope you have a great day. Unless you're a hypocrite, devil worshiper, then enjoy the second death.